Welcome to day 7, our final day of the 7-day full body Hatha Yoga challenge. We are ending the challenge with a strengthening because I want each of you to walk away from this challenge feeling strong in body and mind. With today being the final day, I wanted to share a few different ways you can continue this consistent daily yoga practice. Now, if you have enjoyed this challenge, then I definitely recommend that you check out the 7-day Hatha Yin Yoga Fusion immersion program, which is also filmed on Maui, linked in the description below. I have a chakra yoga for gratitude that will keep these feel-good vibes flowing with a fusion of Hatha and Kundalini yoga. With that said, these two are also included in the membership site, which has a special promo code going on right now for 2 months free, which leads me to the next way to stay consistent with your daily practice. So in the membership site on September 1st, we are beginning a 30-day front splits challenge. New content released each week for this challenge. Maybe you feel like there is no way you could ever do the front splits. Me too. So I invite you to enter this 30-day challenge with the mindset of the goal not being the end destination of moving into the full front splits, but it is about the journey that you'll walk through with your body, understanding it better, tuning in and listening to it, feeling it evolve over the 30 days. If you allow this to be your intention, you will walk away not only with increased flexibility and range of motion, but also better able to manage your stress level and release tension in your body. Be kind to your body and to yourself, and you will achieve your version of the front splits and reap amazing benefits along the way. Link to the membership plus the promo code SPLITSIN are in the description below. Alright my friend, our practice today is filmed on a very windy day at Kamaoli Beach Park. I'll meet you seated on the mat, ready to build some heat in the body. We'll join together in, you guessed it, a comfy cross-legged seated position, using any props needed. Relax hands wherever is comfortable, and then gently close those eyes. Roll your shoulder heads up and back, lengthening your spine, getting broad across your collarbone. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, feel your body soften. Deep breath in. Exhale, feel yourself arrive here on the mat in mind, body, and spirit. We're introducing Ujjayi Pranayama, which you may also know as victorious breath or ocean breath. This pranayama practice can calm body and mind, bringing you into the present moment while also creating heat in your body. For this pranayama, we'll inhale through your nose and then open your mouth and slowly exhale, making a ocean-like sound, so having a little bit of constriction in our throat. So 3 more breaths just like that. Your exhale is like you want to fog up a mirror. Now on your exhalations, go ahead and close your mouth and keep that back of throat the same way to make that ocean-like sound as you exhale through your nose. Continue this Ujjayi Pranayama as we hold this pose, and allow your sweet breath to bring you into the present moment. As we flow today, my friend, I want you to use the Ujjayi Pranayama as you hold each pose to help build heat from the inside out, to help power the pose, keeping you present in your body and further strengthening your body and mind. All right, let's take a full deep breath in. And on your exhale, mirroring me, lower your left ear to your left shoulder. To deepen, you can spider your right fingertips off to the side, maybe even walking them back in space a little, finding what feels good. On your next in-breath, lift up to center. Then exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Option to spider your left fingertips off to the side and walk them back in space. On your next in-breath, slowly lift up to center. Bring soles of feet to kiss. And then hold on to wherever is accessible, your shins, ankles, or feet. Inhale, lengthen up through your spine. Before you exhale, hinge forward at your hips, keeping this an active stretch by maintaining length in your spine as you hinge forward. Rise up and make your way to hands and knees. Wrists line under your shoulders and knees under your hips. We're going to take that strong tabletop pose like we did yesterday. So reach your crown of head forward. Tailbone lengthens to the space behind you. Knit your front ribs together and firm your lower belly up and in. Now actively press your hands away side to side and knees press away side to side like you want to rip the mat into two pieces lengthwise. Return to that Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale through your nose. Exhale with constriction in your throat as your navel draws the spine, creating heat. Let's extend your right leg behind you. We'll glance back to ensure toes point towards the earth to square your hips up. And when you're ready, extend your left arm long, moving into a balancing pose. Big breath in. On your exhale, Ujjayi breath, drawing knee and elbow in towards one another, spine rounds, all the air out. Breathe in to extend everything long. Let's take that 5 more rounds on your own. Using your Ujjayi breath, on your exhale, drawing everything in, and taking a big refreshing breath in as you extend. Feel into your strength. The next time your arm extends long, lower it to the mat. Then lower tuck toes to the mat. Now check this out. We're going to fan your left leg to the left side space as your body opens to the right side space. From here, we'll lift your right leg so it's parallel with the earth, flex your foot, and then extend your right arm long overhead so bicep tracks along your ear. Big breath in, and similar action as we were doing just before. Ujjayi exhale as you draw elbow and knee towards one another. Inhale, extend, getting nice and long from heel to fingertips. 5 more just like this, going at your own pace, using your exhales to power the movement. The next time you extend everything long, hold it there. And then draw your heel towards your seat and top arm reaches back to clasp the inside of your foot. Then press your foot away as you feel that nice opening in your body, challenging our balance here a little too. Feel into all those little micro movements that are happening to help support you in the pose. Now with control, we'll release and extend everything long once more. Before you lower your foot to the mat and return your palm to the mat. Bring knees hip distance. Tuck back toes and press up to find your plank pose. With elbows hugging along your side body, slowly lower yourself to the mat. Tops of feet release to the mat. Taking a hands-free cobra next, so on your inhale, peel your upper body off the mat using the muscles of your low back, lifting your hands as you rise. Squeeze those elbows together, shoulder heads draw back, lift your heart, 3 Ujjayi breaths here. On your exhale, slowly lower. Press yourself up, make your way to tabletop. Moving into our engaged tabletop pose, so crown of head reaching forward, tailbone lengthens to the space behind you. We'll knit your front ribs together and draw your lower belly up and in. Now actively press your hands away side to side. Press your knees away side to side. Return to your Ujjayi pranayama. Creating heat. Now let's extend your left leg behind you. We'll glance back again. Make sure your toes are pointing down to the earth to square your hips. And when you're ready, extend your right arm long. Big breath in to take your 5 rounds, drawing knee into elbow. Using your Ujjayi breaths. Staying deeply connected with your body as you flow. Feel into the strength of your body. The next time your arm extends long, lower it to the mat. Lower tuck toes to the mat. All right, now we're going to fan your right leg open this time, opening to the left side space. From here, we'll lift your left leg so it runs parallel with the earth and flex that foot. Then extend your left arm long overhead so bicep tracks along your ear. Big breath in to begin taking your 5 rounds of drawing knee and elbow towards one another, using your exhales with your Ujjayi breath. The exhales powering the movement. The next time you extend everything long, hold it there. Draw a heel towards your seat and top arm reaches back to clasp the inside of your foot. And then energetically press that foot away, feeling that nice opening in your body. Now with control, release and extend everything long. Before you lower your foot to the mat and then your palm. Bring knees back into hip distance. This time we'll tuck our toes and press up to down dog. Go ahead and pedal your feet. One heel yearns to the mat and then the other, opening the back side of our legs. Then settle back into stillness, heels yearning to the mat. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. Heel toe your feet in. Then come to your toes and rest your hips to your heels. We're getting into our toes here. You can stay balancing or lower knees to the mat. If this is too intense on your toes, honor your body and release your tops of feet to the mat. Bring hands to prayer at heart, really pressing and fusing them together. If your knees are to the mat, go ahead and press up, moving into your balancing pose. And then from here, we're going to move into chair pose next. So slowly and with control, begin to press your hips up, lower heels to the mat, and reach your arms to the sky. Now sink those hips nice and low as though you're sitting into a chair. While holding chair pose, sweep your arms behind you to interlace your fingers at your low back. Really press your palms together and lift them towards the sky. Then we'll slowly straighten your legs. Keep your fingers interlaced behind you. And step your right foot forward. Lower back heel to the mat so it's at a 45-degree angle for Warrior One pose. Make sure your feet are on 2 separate tracks to help with balance. Then draw interlaced fingers down and press them away to the space behind you as you lift your gaze into a back bend. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, begin to bow forward into Humble Warrior pose. Interlaced fingers will reach up and overhead. And return to your Ujjayi breathing. On your next inhale, press down in your front heel to rise up. Release interlaced fingers and lower hands to frame your foot. We'll step back to down dog. Walk hands back to your feet once more. And then we'll slowly roll up. Bring your interlaced fingers behind your low back, this time switching it up and taking them in a way that doesn't feel so comfortable. Then your palms yearn together. Draw your interlaced fingers down and press them away to the space behind you as you lift your gaze into that back bend. And then we'll prepare to step your left foot forward for Warrior One pose. So lower your back heel to mat at the 45-degree angle. Your feet are on two separate tracks. Now revisit your interlaced fingers, drawing them down, then pressing them away to the space behind you as you lift your gaze. Take a full deep breath in here. And on your exhale, begin to bow forward into humble warrior pose. Interlaced fingers will reach up and overhead, returning to that Ujjayi breathing. On your next inhale, press down in your front heel to rise up. Release interlaced fingertips and lower hands to frame your foot. Then step back to down dog. And we'll take a slow stroll to the front of the mat. Breathe in, lift halfway, finding your vibrant long spine. Your exhale softens forward. Breathe in, circle fingertips down, around and up. Palms kiss and lower prayer to heart. Bring hands to your hips, preparing for a balancing pose. Not sure if you've ever tried to do a balancing pose in the wind, but it presents some challenges. So find your dristi and then draw your right knee in towards your chest. And then we'll extend your leg out long out in front of you. We're trying to lift it as high as you can. Continue to breathe. From here, without touching the mat, we'll extend your left leg behind you to lower your toes to the mat with control, coming into a high lunge pose. With hands to your hips, square your hips to the front of the mat. Shoulder heads square to the front of the mat. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, lean your torso forward so it comes in line with your back leg, and then we'll hold it there. Extend your arms back along your body, palms face down. An energetic line running from your heel all the way to the crown of your head. Your legs are strong and engaged. Your back heel is really pressing back. Soften and lower your fingertips to the inside of your foot, and then heel toe your front foot to the edge of the mat. And then we'll step your right foot to the outside edge of the mat on the right side. And then lower your hips down through center for Malasana. Lift your torso, bringing your elbows to the inside of your thighs, palms really fusing together at heart center. Lift and lengthen your torso up by reaching your crown of head up, while you lengthen your tailbone towards the earth, getting nice and long in our spine. Keep space between your shoulders and ears. Beautiful. Lower fingertips to the mat and slowly lift your hips. Heel toe your feet back to hip distance. We'll breathe in, lift halfway, finding your flat back. Exhale, soften forward. Big, beautiful breath in, circling fingertips to the sky. Palms kiss and lower prayer to heart. Go ahead and bring your palms at your side, facing the front of the mat for mountain pose. And just take a moment to breathe and connect with how you're feeling. Bring hands to your hips, preparing for our balancing pose so we can take that flow to the second side. Find your dristi, your point of focus, and draw your left knee in towards your chest. Then extend your leg out long in front of you. trying to lift it up a little higher. And then from here, without touching the mat, we're going to lean our torso forward and extend our leg back behind us. Lower tuck toes to the mat for high lunge pose. Hands to your hips, squaring your hips up to the front of the mat. Then feel your shoulders square to the front of the mat. Big breath in. And on your exhale, lean your torso forward so it comes in line with your back leg, and then hold it there. Then we'll extend your arms back along your side, palms face down. Energetic line running from your heel all the way to your crown of your head. Legs are strong and engaged, kneecap lifted. Back heel pressing it, back heel presses back. Then soften and lower fingertips to the mat. We'll step back, foot to meet the front, feet hip distance and parallel. Option to take your 2-piece fingers around your big toes or grasp the backside of your legs wherever you can. Then we'll breathe in, find length in your spine, and on your exhale, elbows reach side to side in opposite directions as you draw your torso down through center. We're getting nice and deep into that backside of our legs, into our hamstrings. So with your inhales, find length, and exhales draw you deeper into the stretch. Good. Release fingertips to the mat, and we'll step back to find your down dog. Lift your sits bones to the sky, your sternum reaching towards your thighs, heels really sinking towards the mat. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths in our strong down dog. Let's lower knees to the mat. Cross your ankles and sit behind your feet to bring your legs out in front of you. Let's extend your right leg long, foot flexed, leg gently pressing into the mat, engaging your leg, and on your exhale, begin to hinge forward at your hips, letting your heart guide you forward as you fold. On your next exhale, just round forward over the extended leg. Slowly rise up. Extend your left leg long, both feet flex, toes to the sky. Arms at your side, palms face down on the earth. Lengthen up through the crown of your head, finding your staff pose. This is a pose that looks fairly easy and simple, but it can be pretty challenging, engaging our core strength. Tune into your body and notice where you feel the strongest strengthening and toning sensations. Ujjayi breathing. Good work, my friend. Go ahead and soften, and we'll bend into your right knee, bringing that sole of foot to your inner thigh. Your left foot is flexed, leg is gently pressing down into the earth. And on your exhale, begin to hinge forward at your hips, letting your chest guide you forward, keeping that long spine. On your next exhale, just allow your spine to round forward over the extended leg, maybe reaching towards your toes, or let your arms at your side. We'll slowly rise up and make your way to easy seat using any props needed. Relax your hands wherever is comfortable and gently close those beautiful eyes. Rolling your shoulder heads up and back, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth, releasing any excess energies that we may have cultivated during our practice. Take 2 more breaths just like that. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, letting go. Full deep breath in. Exhale, release. Moving into our meditation. For our meditation, I'll be guiding you through a body scan. Sometimes with strengthening flows, we check out of our bodies to make it through the challenging holds. So in case that happened, I want to help guide you back into your body, back into the present moment. So let your breath be at its own natural rhythm. As I walk you through the body scan, I just want you to notice the subtle sensations. If any areas feel tightness or tension, lovingly direct your in-breath to these areas, opening and expanding it. And on your exhales, release what no longer serves you in your balanced, healthy body and mind. Right, let's begin by drawing your attention to your fingertips, your fingers, your palms, and your hands. How are all 10 fingers feeling? Feel into your wrists. Now relax that area. And then we'll travel up to your forearms, your elbows, and upper arms. Take any moves to relax and settle your body more comfortably into this pose. Soften this area, and we'll move up to your shoulders, noticing any tightness or tension, using your breath to relax them away from your ears. Beautiful. Now let's travel to your head, your facial muscles. Your forehead is soft, your jaw is relaxed. Now move down to the space of your neck. Or any moves calling to you in this area to help release any tension or tightness you're feeling. Sliding down to your chest, to your heart center. Now when you draw your attention to this area, how does your heart center feel? Begin to travel down your torso, checking in first with the front side and traveling down. Then drawing your attention to the back side, all the way down to your hips. Scan these areas using your breath and connecting with your body. And as you release this area, draw your attention to the space of your hips, your pelvis, and your sits bones. Using your breath as you scan this area, releasing anything that no longer serves or supports you. Releasing any negative stuck emotions or thoughts that may arise. And let's slowly begin to slide down your thighs, maybe doing one leg at a time or simultaneously. Traveling down to your knee points, using your breath, feeling and connecting with your body within this pose. And traveling down your shins, your calves, and then into your feet. Now feel the connection of your body with the earth. And begin to notice how your lower body is completely supporting you within this pose. And then how Mother Earth is supporting your body. Full deep breath in. Long, slow, complete exhalation out your nose. Notice how you're feeling in body, mind, and spirit. Call to mind one word that describes how you are feeling in the here and now. We'll begin to rub your palms on your thighs, feeling the warmth that it creates. Gently open your eyes, taking in the color of your environment that surrounds you. Now spread a soft, loving smile upon your face. Take a deep breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Your palms kiss, and bring all that love and light down to heart center. Bring thumbs to your sternum to seal the love and light in. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. All right, my friends, we did it. That is day 7. I hope this series has provided you tools that you can use to help live more present. And a few reminders, the next free YouTube challenge will be launched when we hit that 20K marker for subscribers. So be sure to share this channel, my practices with others. Check out the yoga programs linked below that I mentioned at the beginning and consider taking advantage of the 2-month free trial with the membership site and join us September 1st for the Front Splits Challenge. If you've made it through all 7 days, comment the hashtag #BePresent below and celebrate this time you have dedicated to yourself. Thank you so much for joining me for these 7 days. So much love from my heart to yours.